Greetings. We, the Team ID 206, are here to present our demonstration video. Our idea, Given Gather, is a website that acts as a connecting platform to promote food donation and food wastage reduction. This is our homepage. Now, I click on the register button to register myself. Now, I fill in all the details to register. I'm registering myself as a donor. Now we are back to the login page where I can log in based on my registration details. I click on the login button. As I've registered myself as a donor, I'm redirected to the donor page. The donor has two functionalities. One, they can donate, and the other, they can view the request by other organizations. For donation, the donor needs to fill in all the details specifying the donor name, mail ID, their contact, their location, and the type of food they are willing to donate, and the expiry date is a compulsory field, and click on submit. Now let's fill in the details. On clicking on the submit button, pop-up says the donation is added successfully and the entire contents of the form is converted into a post which is visible for all the users. The next feature for the donor is to view the requests raised by other organizations. In the view request, we can see organizations like Anna Orphanage, they have mentioned their mail ID, contact details, location, and also given a description stating that they're children and they need education support. If the donor is willing to donate, they can click on the donate button, and here by filling in the organization name and clicking on continue, the organization's mail details is automatically filled in the form, and the donor can give their name and also the kind of message they would like to convey. See, the donor has sent a message, and by clicking on the send button, an email is sent to the organization stating the donor's message. So now we can click on the booked box to ensure that this post is under consideration. So now let's check on the mail. As you can see here, the organization has received a mail saying that donation by, and I would like to contact the contact number. So now I log in with the NGO credentials. As you can see, I am directed to the NGO page where here the NGO can make a post by filling in the organization name, giving their mail ID, contact, location, and a description. So now let's fill it. By clicking on the submit button, this entire form gets converted into a post. Here we can see that the request is added successfully, and this post can be viewed by all donors. As you can see, all the details are done perfectly. The NGOs have another feature, that is they can view the donations by the donors. Here they can choose their donation based on the food description, or also they can choose it based on the location they would prefer. So if they would like to establish a connection with the donor, they can click on the book now option. By filling in the donor name, the details of the food and the donor's email is auto-filled, and here the NGO can fill in their name stating and the arrival time to pick up the food. It says the email is sent, so we have to check in the checkbox to ensure that this post details are already noted and they are booked. So now let's check on the mail of the donor. It says order for 20 veg meals by Kavya at 9:30 p.m. is their arrival time.
So now let's see the next stakeholder who are willing to sell their food waste. I have already logged in with seller credentials. So now we are directed to earn page where we can see a form that includes the fields like product name, its price, seller mail ID, location, and their GPay number to make a post. For now, we have included GPay number for online payment. So now we have filled all the details and let's submit the form. Here you get the notification that your post has been added successfully, and once you submit all the details, it will be made as a post which can be viewed by the buyer.
Let's see the next stakeholder, that is nurseries or farmers who would like to buy the food waste.
I have already logged in as a buyer and directed to the buyer page where I can see the post made by the seller. And based on the requirement, I can either pay a seller through GPay or COD, that is a cash on delivery. Once you click GPay, you will be directed to a page where a buyer needs to fill his details to notify the seller. The buyer has to fill his name and contact details and arrival time to collect the product in the message field. And also, the buyer has to attach the paid screenshot for verification. So now the details has been filled, and once you click send, the buyer details will be notified to the seller. Here we can see the mail has been received to the specified mail ID along with the buyer details and the screenshot of payment. If the buyer wishes for COD, he has to fill this form where he needs to fill his name, contact details, and arrival time in the message field. Once you click send, it will be notified to your seller. So finally, on the whole, to make the entire user experience more effective, there will be an email notification for all the registered users when there is a new post in the website. So now let's check the mail. We have received a notification that there is a new post. These are some of the registered email IDs, and we have received a mail. So this is our overall progress till now. Thank you.